Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to yet again another FIFA 16 A squad of video. So the last one of these I done was actually a failed squad video. You guys loved it. Dropped, I think it got over 3,000 likes, so pretty insane. So if you guys want to see more squads like this, make sure to drop a like on this video. As you can see by the title of today's video, we're actually going to be looking at a squad of bald players before they were bald. So some of these are going to be naturally bald, some of them actually choose to go bald. Fair enough, I guess everyone has their own different style. But we'll go straight into this first player of the episode. This is actually someone who has gone bald due to genetics, I suppose you could say. So starting off in the goalkeeper position, we've actually got a goalkeeper. Bit of a clue there for you guys. So I'm going to talk about these and show the photos. Try and guess them before I actually name who they are. So this one, this guy is really baby-faced in this picture. I think he was probably playing for Barcelona at the time. It's actually Pepe Reina. Actually, thinking of that, I'm not even sure if he did play for Barcelona. But yeah, Pepe Reina, when he joined the Premier League for Liverpool, he had kind of like one of those haircuts where it's like hair around the back and sides, but nothing on top. And then ultimately he decided to go bald, probably not by choice, but as you can see with hair, it just really doesn't look like Pepe Reina. Right, as for our next player in this squad then, we've actually got our first legend in the team. A couple of them do appear throughout this video. So as you can see by this one, by the photo, actually wearing a Brazilian kit. Bit of a clue there. Let me know if you guys can guess who this is before I actually name the names. Tell me in the comment section down below like how many of them you got before I actually reveal who they are. This one is actually Roberto Carlos. As you can see, got a bit of like a messy mop going on. Bit of curly hair. Ever since I've known him from his Real Madrid days and all that, he's always had a bald head. So it's actually interesting to see him with probably a very young photo by the looks of things, but still actually kind of does suit having hair. Right, here we go. As for our next player, personally for me, this is probably the worst photo out of the lot. This guy really does not suit having hair. Actually, in this photo, personally me, I genuinely could not tell who this was. I showed my dad, I showed my uncle when he come round. I was like, do you know who this is? None of us had any idea who this was. I'm not sure how the hair can actually change someone so much, but this is actually Esteban Cambiasso. He looks like an ostrich if you ask me with hair. That's quite ironic, I suppose, because didn't the old Leicester manager call someone an ostrich? But there you go, Esteban Cambiasso. I'm actually happy that he is now bald. Right, moving on. Actually, I just said Esteban Cambiasso probably has the worst haircut with hair. This next guy, definitely giving him the run for his money. You'll probably be able to tell who it is as soon as you see the photo. As you can see, wearing a Tottenham kit. It's Younes Kaboul. Like, that is almost on the same level as Shamak. That is absolutely terrible hair. I don't know what he's doing. Definitely suits being bald, but I don't know. It's quite weird seeing some of these players with hair when you've just known them for their entire career to be bald. Right, swiftly moving along then, as you can tell by the photo, this is a pretty obvious one. I actually remember when this guy did look like this as well, but some of you may not. As you can tell by the photo, you can see a bit of the Barcelona badge. This is actually Victor Valdes. So, one of the players who went bald by choice. As you can see, he has got plenty of hair in this picture, so I doubt he went bald through genetics, but kind of suits being bald, I guess. But then again, actually looks pretty girly with long hair. But I suppose sometimes that's Spanish style. But yeah, another player who is actually bald now, but not always being bald during their playing career. Right, again, moving along through this team, this is another player who is actually a legend on the game now, so retired, as you can tell by the photo and the kit they are wearing. Definitely old-fashioned. Okay, it's Shearer. Again, another player who I've always associated with having no hair, so seeing him with hair is actually quite strange. It really does not look like Shearer, but I can guarantee this is actually him playing for Southampton. And yeah, again, another one of those players that you've just always associated with having a baldy egg. Right, here we go. This is another player coming up who is actually bald, but as of late has started. I've seen photos of him where he's kind of like had hair again in training after coming back from an injury. He actually kind of suits having hair in my opinion. As you can see by the photo, we've actually got Martin Skrtel. So during this whole time at Liverpool, he's actually been completely bald, but I saw a photo of him recently in training, coming back from his injury, where he actually had like a bit of hair, and it made me think that that was essentially what gave me inspiration to do this video, was seeing that picture of Martin Skrtel in training. Does he suit it? I'm not sure. With being a skinhead and having the tattoos kind of makes him look like a tough man. With her, I really don't think he looks that tough. So definitely for his image and being meant to be a ruthless centre half, definitely better to have no hair. Right, talking about ruthless centre halves, even if you could call Skrtel that, I don't know, he's not been very good as of late. The next player in this episode, he's just got an absolutely wacky haircut. Again, it is another centre back, but also another player, by the way, who did go bald by choice. But we've got Pepe. What is he doing? Not a clue. Like, he's standing next to Xabi Alonso, who's like one of the coolest men ever to play football. And Pepe, mate, come on, what is that? Right, so the next player along this list, a very high profile player. Actually did go bald due to genetics, I believe. As you can see by the photo, this is definitely a young photo of him. In his 30s now, I think. And this is actually Arjen Robben. You can definitely tell by like the facial structure. I don't think he looks too much different, to be honest. But again, another player, even during like his Chelsea career, Bayern Munich, everything, every club he's been at, he's always been bald. So to see him with her again, I guess is pretty surprising. Right, next player in this episode, again another centre back who has got a wacky haircut. This guy actually looks like Fellaini. By the way, no, it's not Fellaini. Also, if you're wondering why I keep looking over here, because I realised like I keep looking over here even though the camera's there, because I'm actually looking at photos of them. Right, so this player, it's kind of like a Fellaini afro, I guess. It's like a half-hearted attempt, but this is actually Chiellini. Again, another one of those guys who I've always associated with being bald. I thought he was bald, like genetically, but after seeing that haircut, I don't understand how you could go from that extreme to being bald through genetics, so I don't know. Right, carrying on then, this has actually come along pretty quickly. I've been enjoying sitting here looking at these photos, because you do have to admit they are actually hilarious to see. Some of the players with hair who you never associate with having hair. So, final player in this episode then, the picture. Yeah, I guess this guy, I guess he's genetically bald, right? It's actually Pablo Zabaleta. So, he kind of, I don't know, he kind of suits having hair. I don't think that's a very good hairstyle for him though. I think he's one of those guys who's like Pepe Reina, you know, who like has hair like round the back but is bald on top. So definitely like never rock that haircut. Definitely go fully bald if you're ever having problems thinning out on top. I think that's what Zabaleta realised, and thankfully he decided to just get rid of it all. But like I said, that just brings us to the end of the video. Can it, let's say 2,000 likes, that'd be greatly appreciated. Make sure to smash the like button. Let me know in the comment section down below how many of them you got, or maybe how many of them you didn't get. Might be easier, because I don't think I'd get too many of them, to be honest. Some of them are pretty extreme with how much hair they have, considering you've never seen them with hair before. Anyway though, does bring us to the end. Hopefully you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, all that good stuff. Hopefully I'll see you guys next time.